Okay, so today is going to be about relationships. I just did an oracle message, and the message was, it takes two to tango. So that gave me the idea to do a reading on relationships. So let me ask the question. What is the question I want to ask? Is this relationship good for me? Yeah. Is this romantic relationship? I'm talking about romantic relationships today. Is this romantic relationship good for me? 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 Okay, is this romantic relationship good for me? All right, last shuffle, and I'm gonna cut. So if you're just joining me, welcome. I'm Melissa, and you are on Postcards to the Universe. I have a show on the first and third Wednesdays of the month. It's live on Times TV, which streams to my YouTube channel, and I interview really, really amazing guests, healers, psychics, mediums, authors, all things mysticism, because I love all that stuff. So I'd love for you to check it out. And if you like the tarot readings, you can go back. I have playlists, and I have readings for the collective. So if something resonates with you, please listen, and that message is for you. And then I do these oracle affirmation polls. They're about 3 minutes. They're short. And it's an affirmation to focus on for the day, a message from the universe, you know, and same thing applies. If you find yourself on there and something resonates with you, then that message is for you, okay? And then I do a lot of short videos where you could see me, you can see my face, and I'm talking about, you know, whatever is on my mind, anything that is on my mind, usually about stuff about spirituality, inspiration, that kind of stuff. I actually did a video, was a longer video than I usually do. I like to keep those like around 10 minutes max, but I did one that was about 20 minutes because I did it on the energy of the solstice and the fire horse energy that just came in. So if you'd like to check that out, you can go through that playlist and see if there's a message there that resonates with you. I would love it if you would subscribe, if you would like, if you would comment. I'm relatively new to the tarot, 8-9 months now. And so if you see anything in these messages, please feel free to share. I would love it. I would love to hear your thoughts. Okay. The question was, is this relationship good for me? Let's see, is it? Ooh, 8 of Pentacles. 10 of Wands. Okie dokie, the Hanged Man. Okay. So. All right. So it's not so clear cut as a yes and a no, but there is a lot you've been carrying right now, right? So pentacles can be relationships for sure. Pentacles are earthly things. It's money, our bodies, anything that is manifest in the physical world. That's the pentacle card. So we have the 8 here. And the 8s could represent barriers and obstacles, but they can also represent strength and mastery and progress, right? Now, with the 8 of Pentacles, I look at the 8 of Pentacles a little bit different than some of the other 8s, because if you look at the image in this picture, right, you don't get the feeling of her trying to overcome an obstacle or her feeling like she's having barriers. I mean, she's painting and you see the fox coming through, you know, and the stars through the painting, and you see the sunflowers, and sunflowers represent happiness. So for me, I see this progress. There is personal progress that you're moving through right now, right? Maybe you are wanting to tap into something about your creativity, because she is literally painting, She is literally painting. So you are making progress in a situation, but I'm feeling that this is more in your own personal life, right? Not necessarily because of this relationship, although the relationship, we're asking about a relationship, so a relationship is there, but this is you. This is you, and you are making progress. You are mastering something. You are tapping into your creativity, which is wonderful, and that's bringing you joy, okay? That is bringing you joy. Right? Nobody looks at sunflowers and thinks misery and death, right? You think sunlight and joy, okay? So that is bringing you joy. But then we come to the 10s. Now 10s are about completion and transition. So you are in a transition period right now. You've been carrying the weight of a lot of this energy, okay? Wands are about our passions, our creativity, our spirit, right? Wands are, I like to think of wands as the sparks in our life, the things that excite us, right? Pentacles are the earthly things. Water is our emotions. Swords is information and our thoughts. So I think of wands as like our spirit. So you have been going through some stuff. And this is you've been carrying some heaviness. So if we're talking about the relationship, you are at a stage where you are making some decisions about whether to transition out of this relationship or put this down and start looking at it in a new way if it's worth saving. But you are done carrying most of the weight of this. You are done because it's a 10. You are in completion. You are transitioning. And we're in that energy right now where we're putting down things that no longer serve us. Now, the reason that I'm saying that it's not so easy, because here's the Hanged Man. And the Hanged Man is surrendering, right? It's looking at things from a new perspective, okay? It's letting go, right? So I'm getting the feeling that you're looking at the relationship in a new way, okay? You're looking at it from a new angle. And if you look at her face, she's very calm. I mean, her hair, she's pouring herself a cup of tea. Her hair is blowing in the wind. She is not distressed. So you aren't at that stage right now about if you're ready to say, yes, this relationship is good for me and I'm in it, or no, it isn't and I'm ready to leave. Right now, you are in the considering part of it. You are weighing your options. Right? You are weighing your options. You are looking at the relationship from totally different perspectives. Is it good for you? Maybe it was good for you and maybe it's not anymore. Maybe you guys have gotten to a stalemate and the relationship needs to grow. But I can tell you one thing, you are done carrying the weight of it all and you are focusing on your own spark and progress and creativity, which is wonderful. So I can't give you a definitive yes or no if this relationship is good for you. This is telling me that only really you can decide. But what I can say is you are really considering it right now, which is not necessarily the worst place to be. Sometimes that's what we need to do, right? It takes a while before we relieve relationships. I remember my very first relationship was 10 years we were together and I was unhappy. The last couple of years, I knew, that it was time for me to go. And it wasn't anything he did. It was just we were young when we got together and I wanted new things. And it took me about a year to finally make the decision to leave because I didn't want to hurt the person, because he wasn't a bad person. He was a great person. It's just we were young and I wanted to I was growing up and I wanted new things, and it took me a year to make that decision to move on. So that is the feeling I'm getting from this reading. let me know your thoughts. I would love to hear about it, where you are, if it resonates with you, if you see something I'm not seeing, please let me know. And I am really trying to build this channel, so I would love it if you would like, subscribe, and comment and share my videos. All right, I will see you guys next time. I hope everybody's having a wonderful day. Thank you. Bye-bye.